All right, welcome to the channel. This is Empress of Clarity. Here to give you another collective energy reading. I gotta see if y'all can hear me now. All right, so please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. I don't know what the audio problem is with YouTube. I checked my audio. There was nothing on to stop the sound. So I put on my wired headsets just to see. Hopefully this works. I don't know. But I'm going to wait before I start spending more energy on this reading. I need someone to let me know that they can hear me. So if you can, at the sound of my voice, let me know. I would appreciate it. So we just going to pause for a minute. If I see somebody on, I'm going to ask you, can you hear me? 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 I need to see a sign if you can hear me. Okay. All right. All right. I have a lot of fucking energy. Nobody heard me. Shit. All right. Let me go back. The Knight of Wands is here. It's the first card. You're somebody fickle that's in your energy. Somebody in and out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. There's somebody kind of passionate, but not somebody grounded. Knights are not known to stick around, to stay still. Knights could be very passionate, fiery, smart, quick-witted, all of the good shit, but they don't last long. You know what I mean? They don't have the staying power. The Two of Wands is in reverse, so somebody is indecisive, or they have bad intentions, or they don't have any clear goals. And that would definitely resonate with that Knight of Wands energy because, like I said, Knight of Wands don't know how to stick around, so they don't know what to do. Okay? They're not a King of Wands. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming. Make sure you hit that button. When you hit that button or the bell, right? Ring it. That way, if you hit that, you're notified when I come on. You could potentially get a free reading. If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you for being here. All right, let me continue on with the reading. So it's given to a wand. Somebody's not ready to make the decisions that they need to make. This is somebody who's a bit confused in their energy. Okay, and maybe because I don't know how to put this, but you got somebody here. Y'all, they a liar. This is not an honest person. Okay? The Seven of Swords is here. They're trying to get away with something. Oh, now I know. Because Spirit just said it. This person wants to be in your energy without putting in effort, if that makes sense. But you Queen of Swords, this person, that's the challenge and the lesson. The Queen of Swords is here. Okay, and that is giving you a new start with the Fool card. So with that being said, you have somebody in your past that couldn't appreciate you, maybe wanted access to you without effort, didn't realize your standards were sharp, like the Queen of Swords, and you had to cut them off, and now you're having a new beginning. Now, I'm hearing astrologers talk about the Cosmiic, the Venus Cosmiic, and all the good luck and blessings coming people's way right now, especially the mutable signs. Was it Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sag? But that's not excluding the impact on Capricorn and what was the other, Scorpio. They're also impacted. So there are some cosmic shifts which are causing people to release people, places, and things that are not in alignment with their purpose and their joy. You know? Hi. Prince Keese 796. How you doing? Yes, good luck is around right now. Thank you for coming to the live. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you. And then those people who are not recognizing that energy because they're stuck in their karmic cycles and they are not willing to change and grow, they will have a different fate. Maybe they experience some good luck in this phase, but when you can't appreciate the luck that you receive or the blessings that you receive, they tend not to stick around. You know what I mean? They don't tend to last. Hi, Sophia. And you have someone helping me make a new life now. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So it's like, but those people again need to appreciate people. When the blessings come, recognize them. No matter how big they seem or how small, recognize the blessings, right? So, and also recognize your preparation for them. I was given a quick TikTok about that too. And then I saw an astrologer talk about it, and I've been hearing them speak about it. So it's like, okay, this is lining up. It's destiny meeting your preparation right now. It's destiny and meeting your preparation. I had to, honestly, y'all, I had to look at my resume today because someone asked me. It was like a little job that fits in line with what I do, and it fits into my schedule. So I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in it. The lady's, oh, can you send me the resume? All right, no problem. But when I looked at my resume, I realized, oh my God, my preparation is meeting my destiny. Not for this job. That's just part of it. I'm seeing how things are lining up. Everybody I spoke to in the last 3 days were like, it's just, I can't, it's hard to express other than I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I am so grateful. People are lining things up. So the only thing I caution anybody, including myself, is to pace myself. I got my calendar. I got my what I'm saying, my journal out. I'm taking out all these ideas, and I'm going to strategize and plan the support that I need to bring certain things into fruition. It's hard to do that if you have somebody in your energy who might be passionate but have no follow through, who may not be making good decisions, or they have wrong intentions and they're not ready for their own destiny. They may not know who they are, and somebody who's not honest with themselves and or you. Those people are those that you need to move away from, let go of, release that baggage, right? And I feel like with this Queen of Swords energy, that's a challenging lesson. Sometimes it's hard to let go of old situations that you need to release, but you got to do it anyway. I don't care how hard it is. Certain things require require you to let that go so that you can start anew with a new beginning. The Fool card. New beginnings. You see what it says on this card? Spontaneous, carefree. Hey, you might be inexperienced, but do it anyway. A beginner. Boundless potential, choice, and adventure. Man, listen. Like Erica Badu said, pack light. It's time to lighten your load. A couple of readings of the year. A friend shared with me, and one that I shared with her. The readings of the year, and this is from the ATR, which is a African traditional religion, is to, one, be in a state of gratitude. Two, recognize your ancestors. Three, they mention your elders, and those that help you along the way. Do not bite the hand that feeds you. And many people do. And somebody with energy like, what is it? With this Seven of Swords energy, they will bite the hand they feed you. Y'all didn't hear me on the first live because when I came on, the audio was messed up. But The Hermit. Somebody's in copycat energy. I don't know if they want a destiny swap or they think they can destiny swap, but there's somebody in this copycat energy, right? And when somebody's in that destiny swap type energy, or at least they believe that they come in with the intent of, let me gain or glean what I can from a situation. Let me borrow somebody else's information. Let me apply that to my life. But the problem is with that, it doesn't get them anywhere to do that. Like, people think they took the blueprint and they about to run with it, and they don't realize they don't carry the same energy as the person they stole that blueprint from. They don't understand why they can't have the same success as the person that they're mirroring, right? And I don't know why, but I feel this. I mean, I don't know why other than I'm hearing spirit tell me, but it's like, I don't know why somebody would want to do this other than they have no originality or creativity of their own, or they don't have the certain knowledge and understanding to create something of their own. So this person is stealing ideas. Seven of Swords said they're trying to get away with something in the hidden energy. Spirit said they think they're slick, but they're not. They're not. Okay? And so you Queen of Swords this person because they don't understand who you are, right? Queen of Swords energy is that energy of, I've been there, done that, seen that before. You're not new. I know who you are. I see you a mile away. That is the energy of the Queen of Swords. I can see you coming. You're not fooling me, right? And you're not about to drain my energy. Just go ahead with that, right? So if you're in the Queen of Swords energy, then Spirit said it's up from here. If you cut off what don't serve you, what didn't appreciate you, what didn't struggle with you in order to get you where you going are, whatever, right? Then they lose that new opportunity and that new beginning. And you are light as a feather now. And you get to soar and you get to grow. People like that want to steal energy and information from people, and you know what I'm saying, they don't really have a clear direction. They're using somebody else's blueprint. They get temporary success. Okay, they don't get the long term they expect because 9 times out of 10 they don't appreciate what they have. They think they do, but then also either they didn't give back to the source where they got it from. They didn't acknowledge the source where they got it from. You know what I'm saying? It's there's a requirement to look back where you came from. That means you give back. You pay homage to. You recognize what set you up to get where you got to go. And that's part of the reading of the year was, do not negate what you have learned and who has taught you and who has held you up, because if you do that, that success that you have will be very short lived. There's some people with these strong egos. They feel like, hey, I could go do what I want. I got the formula, I got the this, I got the juice, you know what I'm saying, I got the secret to the sauce, but they don't have the energy to make the sauce right. You know what I mean? There's a certain element, like somebody could copy your exact recipe and still fail to make it taste good, and still fail to impress the judges, so to speak. You know, I'm thinking cooking competition when I say that. They could still fail. It's not you. And so if you have somebody that's like that in your energy, fear not. Fear, that shit came to me in a dream. Fear not. Don't even worry about it. Might piss you off that you know that they're doing it. Fear not. But if you, in fact, are the one doing that, I suggest you check yourself, because there are warnings in the readings of the year to do not do that. And that the punishment for that, it will be severe. And that the Egun, excuse me, the ancestors are not playing that kind of energy with people at all. Amara Mystical, hi. How you doing? So keep that in mind. Like, make sure you pay homage. Make sure you look back. Make sure if you owe somebody something, go pay your debt. Go pay your debt. Do not walk around here thinking that you don't have to pay your debt. Somebody got a debt they pay. They tried to get away with something. They tried to steal something from somebody. Now, if it's you, Spirit said you Queen of Swords, this person, and You may feel like they don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? They owe you nothing. Here's the Eight of Swords in reverse. Release. You're not holding on to anybody as if they owe you something, Spirit said. Okay? No shame, no guilt, no regret. You let it go of damaging and negative thinking. And also, you're letting go of obligation. Like, there may be somebody in your life that owed you something, or they did something, took something, they did something, right? Maybe they feel like they owe you an apology, and maybe they want forgiveness from you. But Spirit say you don't need that from them anymore, because you're light as a feather. I mean, sometimes people don't know that if they haven't had the conversation. So it weighs on them, but it's not on you. It's a burden on them, but it's not. You're light as a feather. You just, when you release it, you release it. It's not something you're like holding on to. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, and this person, no results. Conflicts, mother, child. Disconnected from nature. So whoever has this bad intentions, maybe a feminine energy, she could be an Empress in reverse, or this is somebody's mama, baby mama energy that is pulling on somebody's energy and they don't have a clear goal. She's pulling on their energy, or she is the problem. Or it is a feminine energy. Okay? But whoever this feminine energy is, she's a raggedy bitch and she just pulls on somebody's energy. Like she pulls them down. And she does not have a goal. Okay? The Empress in reverse is all the negative traits of all the queens in combination. She could be a nasty, vile individual who is somebody's crux, or is the crux of the problem. The liar. Tell me more. And then we have this, oh gosh. So whoever this lying energy, Seven of Swords, is also feeling a little depressed. Also, success will be, I can't even say that, obfuscated. I can't even say the word. Oshun Messenger, hello. Peace. Peace and bliss to you. Mildly depressed, forced optimism, overexposed. Somebody's getting clear. Somebody getting cleared out. So as much as somebody's trying to lie, they're being exposed. It may be causing a bit of shame, guilt, regret, and depression. Somebody's being smothered, or they're their smotherer. But there's somebody very unclear in their emotions. And then we have the Queen of Swords now, the challenge and the lesson. Tell me more, Spirit. Oshun Messenger, are you a part of an Elay? And if you are, did you guys do the reading of the year? Because I got one. I was talking to a sister about one too. Tell me more. Ooh, yes. So the Queen of Swords has pulled the three swords out of her heart. She is not a part of any third party. Okay, she is forgiving. She is healing, and she does not require the apology. She's getting in an emotional recovery. So if the Three of Swords was sad because of you or somebody's dusty, musty, crusty, she is no longer. She is in her glow up energy, the full energy. Tell me more, Spirit. Yep. New projects, skills, enthusiasm, and wonder. Making dreams real. Good news about money. Listen. Collective. I don't know about this person that was in your energy. I don't know about this person who thought they broke your heart, or maybe they did, but you are healing. You pull the swords out of your heart. Up judgment here. And yeah. And so what I heard in the reading for the local Elay is that if somebody has wronged you, disrespected you time and time again, or any time, really, and they think that an apology is enough, Spirit said the ancestors are over it. The ancestors are over it. So not so fast. It's not going down the way you think. Oh boy. So judgment is here. Okay. And judgment is giving irreconcilable differences. Okay. Somebody made bad judgment. Um, Somebody lacks self evaluation. This is somebody, who does not look within the way that the hermit should, right? This is somebody who, if they are looking within, they're not really seeing where they went wrong. This is somebody who can't admit that they're wrong. They can't see their own flaws and then also determine how they should change it. I also heard earlier that somebody would want to get you in nostalgic energy for you to forget the wrongdoings that they did to you. Remember the good times we had? Focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Remember when you did this? And then I heard a mother, I was told a mother said to her son, she said, "Did I ever buy you a train set when you were a kid?" To which he replied, "Yes. You bought me a train set, the very train set that you left behind with all of my belongings when you ran away from the last place and moved to the next place. Yeah, you bought me a train set." This is the kind of energy that this queen this empress energy in reverse is giving. Somebody who would want to put somebody in nostalgic energy, who does not self-evaluate, does not see anything wrong doing. And people who are in avoidant energy, avoiding their problems, avoiding their feelings, avoiding vulnerability, about 99, I should say 95% of them, never seek the awareness that they need to make the proper changes, right? So that entails Egun redirecting you. I'm sorry, ancestors. I gotta say that for y'all. Ancestors, your ancestors guiding you to let people and places and things go that do not serve you. Okay? Pull those knives out of your heart because it's nothing to hold on to, right? If it didn't serve you, you have to let it go. It is time for new beginnings. Mm-hmm. But see, when they put you in those nostalgic energy, they're hoping that that's the way you see it, right? Even if there wasn't, they're hoping that that's the way you see it, right? That you remember what they saw as good times. They hoping you don't pick up on who they are and what they are. But Spirit said with that Queen of Swords, you got that wisdom. What you said, you saw them, right? So the Queen of Swords is here. That's the problem. You not agreeing. That strategy with the Seven of Swords ain't working with you. Them lies don't work with you. Sneakiness ain't getting them anywhere with you. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're not going back and getting into painful memories, painful energy. We're not getting with ghosts that have bad intentions or no intentions or the wrong intentions, right? We're not going with dealing with people who are not self-aware. You ever dealt with somebody where you had to constantly explain or you felt like you had to always re-explain the problem or what they did, and they would just look at you like they stupid, like they didn't understand a word you said. And then they would try to go on around it, not admit to it, or they might say yeah, but then they repeat the behavior as if they didn't just repeat the behavior. This the type of energy I'm talking about. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm sorry. I gotta put that in a pin comment. So this is the energy that's coming up. This is the energy that you're in now to let this go. Like you're not going to be explaining yourself. You're not going to be repeating yourself. You're not, because you got blessings waiting for you. Spirit said y'all got new beginnings and you got new money. New beginnings and new money. Good news about money, career, education, home, health. You got blessings on blessings coming your way. Yep, no more explaining. We done. Queen of Swords. You Queen of Swords somebody, conversation is done. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't grasp it, then maybe we don't need to talk about nothing. When you Queen of Swords somebody, your standards are high and your patience is low for nonsense. So we not begging, like you said, chasing or explaining. We have no more energy to give, like none. And the best thing they could do is just go on with their lives, right? And oh, you said some old money too. I know that's right. Yep. Oh, I feel like not old money, old money. OWED money. Money owed to you coming. Money, I had to go to the state for some money they owe me. My family. I refiled paperwork in October. They didn't do anything about it. We had to go in person and say, okay, well, where the money at? How much you owe? Because you owe us something. And they was like, oh, this check is going to take a while, but it's coming. Now it's coming. Now it's coming. If I didn't go knock on their door, the money wouldn't be coming. Give me what you owe me, right? So I asked Spirit too. I said, listen, show me how good it can get. That's my mantra for the year. Show me how good it can get. I want money from all the sources to flow to me. All the source. I am not negating money, good money to come to me to bless me and my family. I'm not. I'm not turning it down. I want to make it make sense. Oh, y'all owe me, Spirit? Okay, then pay me. Pay me what you owe me. For real. Or there's consequences if you don't. I got no problem issuing consequences. And I left that year on that note too. Take your ass to court real quick and get that money. Ain't that right, Black Cherry? All right, Spirit. Yeah. Take your ass to court and make sure you pay. Because even if you don't pay, you still owe me. And even if you don't pay, you still gonna pay. Hello. Spirit, give me more. Tell me more. I'm pulling out the money moves oracle deck. Tell me more about this situation, this person, things that's going on. Spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. I was just telling somebody today. I watched a video about chosen ones and I had an epiphany about that too. I'm a chosen one. I know that. I know that I'm a spiritual and a light worker. I know that. I also know that I can't do what a lot of people do. I can't do it. I can't get on this app or no other app and curse like I want to and tell you off the way I want to tell you off. There are people like Yanti that could do that, and the algorithms do not disrespect her. They let her rock. There's another lady I just came across, a couple of them, and they tell you like good old aunties give it to you. Ooh, they give it to you raw. All you can do is hear it and deal with it. That's it. Let me do that. And they be community violation, right? Quick. Quick. So I know as a chosen person, I need to be careful in the way I maneuver in this world. Because I'm not saying those women aren't chosen women. And so don't get me wrong. But I know my path is a little different than theirs. And I'm not allowed to stray from what my path is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Get the money. Let the money get me, girl. Let the money. Let's get the money and let the money get me. Tell me more, Spirit. Transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. That is that fool energy. And it's interesting on this card, right? You see the duality of things. I know it's not mentioning them, but this is the mirror. Like when you look at yourself, what resonates with you? That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. What's resonating with you about you? What do you see yourself? And then don't limit yourself. Because like I said, what resonates with me right now is universe, show me how good it can get. Spirit, show me how good it can get. Ego and ancestors, show me how good it can get. Why? Because I don't want to limit my beliefs anymore. I'm not going to limit myself anymore. Right? Queen of Swords. Tell me more. Power. Ooh, I just got, a proverbial chill up my back. Power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Look at this Queen of Swords energy right here. Look at the Queen of Swords energy right here. Okay. Let me tell you something. I'm not a braggart. Although I do think that people think I am because I'm an optimist. I'm definitely a Sag rising at heart. So we talk in a very optimistic way. And sometimes people take that as bragging. It's not an ego thing. I'm trying to tell you. I just want to stay positive. But when I looked at my resume, which I hadn't looked at since 2022, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, who the fuck is that? I was like, I'm that bitch. I'm that one. I am her. I'm her. Me. I was so proud of me, y'all. I just looked back at my life. I hadn't been looking at my life in a long time. I looked back at my life and I was like, oh shit, I've accomplished some things. I didn't feel like that was, like, I know it's me on the paper, but when I read it, I was like, oh, wow. Wow. And you know what? I needed that reminder. I'm sorry this is about me right this second, but I needed that reminder that I am that chick. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it. I was sitting there like, oh shit. Go girl. You go girl. I want to work for you one day. And I was like, wait a minute, that is me. I'm tickled. Because I actually didn't even, I don't know. I don't think I got imposter syndrome, or maybe I do. I don't know, but I didn't see myself that way. But I think that I now have a different perspective because of where I am on my journey right now. And so when I looked at myself on paper, it was like I saw me different because I made my resume. I didn't shop it out to nobody. I made it, and I was like, that's me. That no, I did, and I did everything I said. I ain't lie. Wow. So you've been reflected. Okay. So I'm saying, and I feel like we need to have these moments where we kind of step outside ourselves for a minute and say, well, if I were to meet me, would I like me? If I were to meet me, would I be impressed with me? Because the only validation you need is from yourself, right? If I were to meet me, would I encourage me? You know, if I were to meet me, what would I change? How could I grow? That's how, when you self reflect and you are really self aware, hey, everything, the way you see yourself changes dramatically because now you're like, okay, now I'm coming from a space. I know how to move. Now I'm coming from a space of understanding who I truly am and where I want to be. Where am I going? Let me tell y'all something that the epiphany that hit me. I don't know who I was talking to today about this. So I got a hand tattoo, right? And I have been wanting one for a while. And I had all kinds of ideas. I was like, oh, maybe I should get a crown. And then my husband get a crown. And then we can king and queens. And I was like, nope, I've seen that before. I don't want that. And I'm going to get to the point in a minute. I was just toying with all these different ideas. But I said I wanted a hand tat. Now, part of the reason why I wanted one is because when I watch tarot, I usually get to see people's hands on cards. But the way my desk is set up right now and my camera's not overhead, you cannot see my hands the way I see others, right? So I said, well, I still want one. I'm going to get one. And I got one for my birthday. So I said, Spirit, I need you to show me what it is that I want. Because I know it's something that I need that when I look back at it, I'm going to love it. When I get 80 years old, I'm going to look at it and go, oh, yeah, I'm still glad I got that. I don't want to be like, you know how they have them tramp stamps in the back and then some people regret it and some people don't care. Well, I don't want something I can regret. I need it to mean something, right? So, and then I was hearing, you need to be very careful what you tattoo on your body because it shapes you. It adds a certain energy to your body, right? So I settled on I would like the Sankofa bird, right? And if you know what Sankofa means, it's a Ghanaian symbol that means looking back to go forward. I'm gonna show y'all, right? Looking back. Oh, let me take these bracelets off so I could give you the full. Looking back to go forward. All right. Can you see? So now, when I got this, well, right before I got it, I sent the guy what I wanted, right? And the one that I had was, the more I looked at it, I was like, much as I want this bird on my hand, it's very masculine. I don't want something that's hard lines on my hand. I need it feminine. So I talked to the guy and I said, listen, can you make this a little bit more feminine than what I have? And he was like, all right, well, give me a couple of examples. So I gave him a few and he put it together and created what mine is. So mine is not exactly like any other one that I've seen. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, like, holy shit. I put this on my body and it's got me going back to where I came from. I know I'm veering off the script a little bit with the reading, but just rock with me for a minute, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. I really am going back to where I came from. So in my other life, my working life, right? I finally landed somewhere where I can do carte blanche what I want for community, right? Looking back, this is like the whole principles of Kwanzaa kind of energy, creativity, Jama, Kujichakalia, Imani, Nia, all of it in full culmination in my life right now. Now, I gotta tell y'all another synchronicity. So right before the year came in, my very first community partner reached out to me and said, the spirit led her to call me. Now, mind you, we ain't talked in like 2 years, but we ain't beefing or nothing. We just don't talk that much. She done moved out of the state. I don't, we just don't talk that much. So anyway, she said, spirit led me to call you because I felt like you would know. And I said, well, what is it? She said, we about to pull the plug on my mom and we need a place for the repass. I'm like, hmm. So I said to her, well, first of all, my condolences. I mean, I know she's not gone yet, but I know this is hard no matter, even if you expected it, right? And she's like, yeah, it is. And I understand and thank you. And I said, well, I have a place. Let me text the lady and see if you can do it. And they said immediately, yes. And I said, well, we got the space now. You just need to go look at it, make sure it works for you and all of that. So she said, well, I'm out of town. I'm going to send my brother. So, all right, cool. Then I said, are you sure you don't want to use the whole place? No, no, no. We're not going to use the whole place. Then she, like a couple days later to confirm it, and we had to push it back a day. She looked at it. She was like, maybe we should use the whole place. I'm like, duh. And they did. It was a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And I kept hearing Spirit tell me her mom wanted it like this. Her mom wanted it like this. Hi, Roscoe Station. Her mom wanted it like this. And I was like, wow, that's deep. And I feel like it was a way to enter before I entered, if that makes sense. Usually we don't start things with a death, but we do. Because with every death, there's a new beginning, right? Here's that Fool card energy. There is a transformation. There is a new beginning. So I sat down with the person today and talked to them about all of these ideas. And she added some more. And it was like, oh my God, this feels like serendipity. And I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I had a death. I left something behind that I had to end after 6 years. I had to end it. It wasn't. It didn't appreciate me, just like the title said. And I'm gonna glow up anyway. As a matter of fact, oh shit. So this energy is abound all of us. I'm giving you personal accounts and experiences, but I'm trying to give it to you so you understand. Like, this is possible for you to have what it is that you desire. If you, one, reflect, okay, and you appreciate where you are right now in this present day and this what's going on, what has prepared you for what you have right now and where you're going to. Okay? We are meant as human beings to keep growing, to keep evolving, right? But when we come into situations where somebody is not in the process of growing with us, we must, Queen of Swords, that energy. We must drop that shit like a hot stone, because it can't take, we cannot take that with us in this new earth, this new world, this new beginning that we have. We have to go in lighter so we could accept all the blessings that's coming our way. All right, tell me more, Spirit. And it's time for that spiritual work. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so we got surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Listen, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Clean that resume off. I had to clean up a little bit, update it. Clean your resume off, right? Put on your best clothes. Buy something new if you can afford it, right? Get your whole mind shifted into what is about to come. It's coming. You can't get it unless you're ready. You can get it and you can fumble it. But I'm telling you right now, prepare yourself. Write your ideas down. Go outside and network. Talk to people. Talk to people. Money matters. What? Expenses. Save, cut costs, resource, plan ahead. What I've been telling y'all. What I'm saying. Make an informed choice. Invest your money wisely. Listen. Invest your money and your time wisely. If there's anything, and let me tell y'all something right now. I feel an ache on my back. So somebody has a lot of burdens. And in order to move forward, sorry, I gotta stretch my neck because I feel somebody's burdens on my back. Let that shit go. That's a heavy fucking weight. It don't necessarily have to belong to you anymore. Put it down. Put that weight down. Put them people down. Don't wait for people to do this to you and change, and don't they, if they're not ready for growth and change and all of that, if they're in this I'm not going to be self-aware, then there's irreconcilable differences when you have growth waiting for you. Okay? You cannot take that energy where you going. What's the bottom of this deck? Whoop. Success. Choosing the right direction, actively overcoming difficulties. You on the right track. Okay? You get this money. Let that dead weight go. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. Don't join nobody in no pity party. Not your monkey, not your circus. Mind your business and drink your water and keep on pushing. Because success is at your door. If these people can't get right because they can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't self-aware. They don't feel no way to grow. They not really da-da-da-da. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Okay. You could be good right the fuck there because I'm going over here now. And I can't stay where you are because you're not about to hold me back from what I got going on. You're not. You're not. A lot of people want to hold you back out of their own control issues. It ain't love, because if it was love, they would love themselves and they would grow too. That's how you know it ain't for you. That's how you know. Because they hid it from me, but I can't wait to celebrate my first birthday, my new life without anyone from the past. Ooh, child. Cut them off, boo. Damn. I don't know why would they hide your birthday from you? That's crazy. And listen, cut them off because you're meant for success. If you hear the sound of my voice and this is resonating with you, you have a mission. And you must accept your mission. If you don't, you know the consequences, right? The karma associated with that. That's not something you want. But if you accept your mission with a gleeful heart and appreciation, Spirit will definitely bless you. Spirit will bless you. Spirit will see you as, okay, my child, you ready. You ready for what I got to give you? I got success for you, spirit. I mean, child, let me give it to you because you ready now. You making right choices under even difficult circumstances. I had a conversation with my child today about family matters. And I was referencing one side of the family, but I brought it back to mind to say, listen, I love both of my parents. And they know I love them, right? They do. But one of them, the masculine, I don't, I don't fuck with him at all, right? But I love him. She said, "Well, how do you love him and you don't talk to them?" I said, "I'll always love him. He's my father. He's always been a part of my life. He's not a stranger that I can, I do, I do have a connection with him, right? But I'm not for the toxicity that he's about. I'm not for the lies. I'm not for the gossiping and the game and the blaming and the triangulation and all them control tactics to use. And I feel like it's just for his entertainment because I can't even make it make sense, right? But once I became fully aware, because it was a long time I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't know I was being lied on. I didn't know my siblings were being lied on. We all kind of came together different times and put two and two together. I realized this is a very unhealthy dynamic that if I stay around, I am going to be angry and mad because I can't control them either. They can't control me and I can't control them. And I'm going to want to fly kick people in their chest and do things that I shouldn't do. So I can't be around them. But I can still love them from a distance. I could still love them without talking to them. I could still love them without being sad about it either because I feel good. I feel light. My spirit, I could sleep at night. You feel me? Uh-oh. Let me see what you're saying. Yep. That's right. That's some childhood wounds we must address. We have to address them childhood wounds. That's us. That's the self-awareness we have no choice but to look at because it's a part of us. And for me, I really had to self-assess. I really had to, I had to pull it back. For me, once I reconciled that with myself, within me, it became an easier thing to manage. It became nothing. It became normal for me. It wasn't like I don't miss them. I don't miss them. I can't make myself miss them, honestly. I don't feel no kind of way. I feel good, and I'm appreciative of that feeling. Now I know people in their own personal situations they could not maybe get to that level or feel that, or maybe they just haven't yet. But me, I'm good. So we have to be very comfortable in our skin as much as we possibly can. We have to be able to validate ourselves. We have to learn what love is and love ourselves, right? We have to work on our childhood wounds. We have to learn when to cut things off when they're unhealthy for us, unhealthy attachments, unhealthy people, right? Yep, generational curse breakers. Exactly. We have to be willing to be the villain in somebody else's story without antagonizing them, just by being us. We don't have to bring it out of nobody. We just be yourself, and that's enough. Some people cannot handle you being comfortable with you being you. That the fact that they cannot talk you down off your happiness, off your joy, out of your loving yourself, out of your self-worth. Some people are very miserable that they cannot attack you enough that it brings you all the way down. Therefore, you become somebody's villain. I'm okay with that. I'll be whatever you think I am to you, but I'm going to be happy and successful to me. I am going to, at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to love and be loved, free from them problems and money troubles, and I'm going to enjoy the passion of love. Like, I refuse to let somebody in they bullshit bring me down. Give a fuck who you are. I don't make no excuses and no apologies. I don't give a fuck who you are in life. You will not tear me down. I will cut your ass all the fucking way off and act like I never knew you. Matter of fact, my brain, personally, I have a brain that will erase you. And I can't remember how I knew your ass. I'm laughing, but it's true. My sister, oh my gosh, she'd be like, Carl, you don't remember so and so? Who? You know the one you didn't like with the da 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 da. I don't know. Let me see their face. Or I'll see people and go, I know that person and I know I don't like them and I don't remember why because they're irrelevant to me anymore. I'll be like, I know that bitch. I know that bitch from somewhere. I just know I can't fuck with her. And I just go on with my life. Why? Because my brain don't have time to hold in every piece of anger. I let hate go. I let anger go. I ain't sitting there mad about nothing and nobody. I don't have no animosity in my heart for nobody. I may not like you. I may not fuck with you, but carry around hate and anger and misery. Nah, I will nothing you before I let you drain the fuck out of me. My life is full of love. I have success. I have more coming. And I ain't about to let nobody block none of that. Yep, and be unbothered. Yes, exactly. Who the fuck are you again? You know how many times I be like, damn, I know that bitch from somewhere. I saw this bitch at a wedding, and I'm thinking, well, I didn't really know the bride that well, but I was a MC and coordinator. Kind of last minute, they called me in to do the job. So I'm looking at the wedding guests and stuff, and I see this bitch, and I go, I don't like her. Why don't I like her? I know I don't like her. I don't care. It took me to damn near off the wedding over to realize, oh, that's that PTA bitch. Well, I was at my daughter's school many moons ago, and she was anti this and anti that. They didn't want to do nothing and didn't want to take care of the kids, and she was just grumpy and got mad that they made me PTA president, and we actually had successful fundraisers. So she was a hater. That's where it took me a minute. I cannot hold on to that. I'm like, oh, okay, now I know why I didn't like the bitch. But it took me, I was like, who's that? Now, if I'd have left that wedding quickly, I'd have just put her out my mind and I'd not care because my brain worked like that. I don't have time to hold on to you in anger. And this is the message. Don't hold on to nobody. In order for you to be free is don't hold on to people in anger. Don't let their whatever that bullshit that they have or you have with them, let that shit go. As long as you're not taking it into your daily life, meaning you don't have to see them every day, hopefully. You don't have to work with them, you don't live with them, you don't none of that shit that is intimate with you every day. It's a little bit easier to release that because you could just let them go out of your brain. Leave no room for none of that shit. Yep, forgive and move on. I don't forgive and move on, Oshun. I'll be honest with you. I forget you. I will release you. But if you haven't apologized to me or make good with me, I have no reason to forgive you. I just let it go. It's nothing for me to hold on. I guess if that's a form of forgiveness, then I guess that's what it is. But I just don't care. Personally, you do what the fuck you want, as long as you ain't doing it to me. You know what I'm saying? I have learned my ancestor taught me, well, told me, because one day, I was, not one day, somebody told me pray for my enemies. Over and over again, I kept hearing that message from people, and I was like, that don't feel right to me. But yeah, well, you gotta pray for people and release them and da 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 da. And then if you pray for them, things will get better for them and they start acting better. And I'm thinking, that's just, that ain't really resonating with my spirit. But okay, so one day I tried it, and it felt horrible. I was like, oh. So I went to my ancestors because I know how to talk to them, and I asked them, should I do that again? And the answer was absolutely not. No. I said, okay, okay. I'll never do that again. And so they confirmed for me that if anybody else want to pray for their enemies, you do what you want. You do what you want. Okay? But I ain't praying for no enemies. Now, I just ain't. So I feel like it's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Mm-mm. She said cringy. Yeah, the church definitely teaches you that. But people outside the church, it's a religious thing too. Because it was people in the church, people not in the church. Oh, pray for your enemy. I'm like, no, I don't. That don't feel right. I don't like that person. I was sitting up there like they did this and they did that. What am I praying for? They still doing it. They still doing the thing that I'm mad about. Why would I pray for them? This is years ago though. And then when my ancestors was like, don't do that no more, I said, okay, I'm going to mind my business. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not interfering in nobody karma praying for them. I'm not. You got to get with all that you deserve. You got to get the day you deserve. I'm going to mind my business now. That's what my ancestors taught me now. Like I said, anybody else, I don't judge you. You do what you want. But as for me, as for me, all right, tell me more. Yeah, and that's another thing. People praying against you. Like you said, they pray all right. Don't pray for me. I had somebody tell me they going to pray for me for something. Oh, yeah, this bitch. So there was a chick that told me, I said, girl, don't you pray for me. Mind your business with your God. Don't mind mine. Got her right up out my life, too. The hell you talking about? I'ma pray for you, you heathenistic bitch. Talk like you gonna pray for me. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, Spirit, give me some more. We're gonna use the Repair Evolution Growth Oracle cards. Distorted view and perspective. It says a change of perspective is needed to view you or the situation with compassion. The root core of pain is often associated with how you may view yourself or the situation from a wounded place. Choosing to heal brings the broken pieces back together to create a healthy viewpoint. Also, I feel like for your other person, whoever it is, distorted female energy with this Empress in reverse energy is. It could also be a masculine, but whoever's in that energy, that distorted feminine energy, they operate out of fear. That's why they have control issues. That's why they want to lie. When somebody likes to lie, it's because they want to control a narrative. They want, they want to control your vantage point, meaning how you make decisions. Because a lie redirects the truth, right? So if you don't have the truth, you're going to go with what you know. And somebody wants to control you and or your situation with them by lying. Tell me more, Spirit. One at a time. It says taking a leap of courage. Listen, we got 3 cards about not being afraid and taking a leap. We got the Fool card. We got the Transformation. It says don't be afraid of the unknown. It says you have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking a leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, that's right here. You cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. That's where you're off to. Spirit said, if you want that success, you gotta let that bullshit go. It's good, but it could be better. In the universe, show me how good it can get. How much better can it get? Tell me more, Spirit. Show me more. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. And if you notified, right, and you show up, that might be a lucky day. That might be a lucky day to get a personal reading on those days. Okay? I'm making no promises, but Spirit does lead me to do free readings every now and then. But you got to be a subscriber and ring that bell to know. Tell me more, Spirit. All right, so we got isolation, lonely. So we have her. Drop my love up. Drop my love down. We do have the Hermit here, and somebody is in isolation, right? It says there's a tendency to push people away. Okay, so this is that avoidant person that's all over the place. And what they say, wrong intentions, not ready to go. It says there's a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from the uncomfortable situations. Look into new ways to break down the walls to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open up and share it. Somebody has a distorted view and they're isolated and lonely. that's not your problem. If that's not you, that is not your problem to fix. They have to learn how to let the light in. They have to learn how what love means, what love really is. This is somebody in a distorted view though. So their wounds are deep and there's a lot more work to be done. Tell me more. Ooh, awakening, expansion. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize that this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There is no going back. So enjoy the new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. Ashe. You know, I just heard it repeated in my head because I read it earlier today. But Spirit said that your ancestors are not going to allow you to go back, or they're not letting anybody from your past that did you wrong to come forward to you either. There's no going back. We can't go back to being closed-minded, or we can't wear the rose-colored glasses anymore. The veil is gone. I feel like when we walked into this calendar month, the veil is gone. You know how they say it's, oh, the veil is thin, the veil is thin, the veil is gone. Okay? We see you. Okay? We know exactly who you are. You're not fooling nobody. So that's tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more. Dreams, real life. Manifest your destiny. Okay, it says you have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become reality. See, part of that is part of that manifestation is visualizing your dreams and imagining that you already have or already are where you want to be. Now is the time to take action and have clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your highest goods. Ooh, sugar, honey, iced tea. What's the bottom of this deck? And then we got self-care balance. Taking time to replenish your mind, body, and soul is a must. Enjoy this time to reconnect and make yourself a priority. Ask yourself, what is serving me? Have I not been saying that all reading, right? And what is taking from me? I've been telling y'all, this person's situation, whatever, is a burden. Let it go. Much can be revealed when you stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. Listen, it is time to focus on you. It's time to look back so you know where you came from so you can go forward. It's time to manifest your destiny. It's time to heal those wounded parts of you. Know that your healing is ongoing, okay? And nobody can take that healing from you. You are meant to be a healed person. You are meant to be well, be whole in your spirit and your soul. Push past the burdens of the past, right? Release them. Now is the time. If there ain't never been a time, if there's never ever been another time, the time is now. It is time for your transformation. It is time for your awakening. It's time for you to come out of the distorted viewpoint. If you are not the one in the distorted viewpoint, you got to leave those people with the distortions in the rear view. Okay? In your rear view. Because you have to keep going forward. Spirit says you cannot go back. You cannot go backwards. If you release something, let it go. Don't go back and pick it back up. Now, to all your persons or the cross watchers watching this who haven't let go, Spirit is going to let you go. I'm trying to tell you. They're going to let you stay in the past that you want to be in. If you are unawakened, if you are not reflecting, if you are not working towards your healing, you're going to stay in a pain cycle that is going to be never ending until you choose to get off that wheel, until you choose to stop hurting. Okay? We got to leave people in their victim mentality. If that's where they want to be, let them be. Let them have the narrative they want to spin. If they want to be in pain and suffering, if they want to be fear, If they want to get in their, stay in their pride and ego, if they need outside validation because they're unwilling, somebody don't want me to say it, if they're unwilling to self-reflect, that is not your problem. Not your job, not your monkey, not your circus. I'm trying to tell you. Like, share, and subscribe. But take it how it resonate, y'all. If this ain't your story, don't resonate with this. It's okay. You ain't got to make it fit. You don't. Let it be for whoever it's for. All I'm saying to you is, I know I'm starting to feel more every day that Spirit is showing me how it could be better. I feel lighter and lighter and lighter, and I feel like the manifestations are coming, or are manifesting, really. The abundance, the prosperity. I don't know what it's gonna look like, y'all, but it's coming. It's here. It's here. It has arrived. As long as I'm here and present in it, it's here. It's here. So y'all take that how it resonates. If it don't resonate, you know what I'm saying, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section, and thank you for commenting in the chat and kicking it with me. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I love the interaction. I love that when you resonate, you let me know. Yeah, if this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I do. And I feel like this journey is a beautiful journey. I can't wait to see what's next, type of thing. Like, the good is coming, the good is here, the good is coming, the good is here. Like, it's still, building. It's a momentum of blessings building. And I'm here for all of it. All right, y'all. So, peace. I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to see y'all next time. All right?